Okay, for the grand finale, we need to go to chapter select, and we need to change things. That would be appreciated. So, this tells you that all three of these are still alive, but you can just change them from living to dead there. So I'm leaving this in fast forward so you can see where the route differs. As usual, there's nobody inside. So we'll apologize. Students and their parents are the ones you should be apologizing to. Mr. Konoe, yada yada. And I said blush last time, but I don't think it matters which one you choose. The Doryu and Kinukawa thing. Good to know you understand it yourself. So, I think that's supposed to be her speaking. Once again, they have the wrong name listed. I don't know what kind of nonsense you've concocted in that skull of yours, but I assure you there's nothing going on. Sakamoto tried to Doryu and Michio because she believes in her intuition. Hold on. There's a reason why both of them are defending me. Among all the teachers, I'm the only one who's taking that concern seriously in pursuing the departed. This departed nonsense again, really? You really think you have carte blanche to do anything just because you're investigating the departed? Takai, Izumi, Horikoshi, and Kakuta, 4 Konoehara students who have mysteriously disappeared in a short period of time. I'm sure you realize how unnatural that looks, don't you? I'm not asking you to believe in spirits, but you need to understand that I'm the only adult here that's trying to do something about those students' disappearances. Mr. Light. And they're just trying to help me. They want to bring peace and normality back to the school, and they're trying to help in whatever way they can. That's all that's going on. Sakamoto leaves the faculty room without saying anything. Okay, I didn't think there were any changes here, but Michio says I got a call from Miss Sakamoto earlier. Did you get scolded again? No, the opposite. She apologized because she felt like she went too far about the stuff with you. Oh. Is it because of what I said to her? How very kind of her to take immediate action after she changed her mind. Isn't that great, Mr. Light? She won't be picking on you anymore. I hope that's true. How's your investigation going, by the way? Did you learn anything new? Not a lot. Okay, for the next one that differs, is Miss Sakamoto not here today? She actually came today, but she had to leave early because she was feeling under the weather. Her face was really pale, and even staying upright seemed to cause her an immense amount of pain. It's looking like she must have been possessed by a spirit as well. While Mr. Konoe and the students don't look so good, they don't seem to be suffering as much as Sakamoto. Maybe the spirits are affecting everyone differently. Maybe some malicious disease is spreading on our campus. Our school really is cursed. Well, yes. I leave the faculty room after saying goodbye to Mr. Konoe. He looks rather worried. So, if you notice, there's something missing here that wasn't here that we had last time. Okay, so the main difference here for the 7th chapter is, since someone wasn't where they were supposed to be, they're not going to be where we'd expect to find them. We're doing good so far, but the real task has just begun. Yeah, we better proceed with caution. Something is missing, but what could it be? So this is the funeral procession, don't worry. So the next time we pick up will be the grand finale, so I'll see you guys over there. Okay, for the next scene that differs, when you're trying to do the suspect list, Sakamoto appears because she didn't die. So, what about Sakamoto? She hates my guts and wants me gone from the school, which is the exact opposite of what the departed desires, so she's out. Otherwise, the rest of this still goes the same way. So from here, we'll just play it out. And then the doll is the real girls. Or what's left of them, I should say. So I'm going to be doing most of this on fast forward just to get through it more quickly, and they will stop the skip when you hit something new. Like the fact that Sakamoto met her demise in the other way. Well, in the original route, I should say. You don't have to examine the doll, I just did it. So you can see most of this dialogue is pretty much the exact same. So they're doing the fusion dance. I can skip those scenes, by the way. Overall, I'm a little bit healthier because I lurk in the cursed area, so you guys could figure it out alongside me. I just punched in the solution. So if you remember, they lead off with the insects. So, lead off with the frogs. Because I think I get like a 30% boost to some of these choices, and the odds of them suck with the boost. I can only imagine how bad it would be if you try to do this without them. So you need to chew on the doll in order to get the penicillin fix, or whatever we want to call the antifungal effect that seems to have. And now that we're secure, we need to perform the ritual. Oops, wrong thing. And your finale, the fourth act. In case you don't remember, 4 signifying death in Japanese. A little fitting, don't you think? What? What is this? I hear the sound of a bell, but why? The departed should be gone. What should I do? Don't tell me. Are they calling me? When I return to the clock tower, the bell stops ringing. The Departed ending has been added. Then you have the Mayumura sisters added. There's nothing strange on the first floor. Maybe it's coming from upstairs. I hear the sound of someone on the ladder coming from above. Someone's climbing down from the 3rd floor to the 2nd. Oh God. Give me a break. This should be over already. The sound then moves to the 1st floor. And what comes down from above is... No way. You gotta be kidding me. Himeko Doryo. Michiho Kinukawa. It can't be. The departed soul should have been saved. Both of you shouldn't be here. Who are you? After that... I bring the 2 confused girls back to the infirmary. And then, together with Yasuoka and Mashita, who survived being attacked by the departed, I ask the girls what happened. It's an informative conversation. They're the real Doryo and Michiho, not the departed. Neither of them know how they ended up in the clock tower. Their memories stop in August when their bodies were stolen by the departed. In short, to both of them, we're complete strangers. This is the first time we've ever met. After a while, Mr. Konoe finally arrives. He seems pretty confused after hearing about the situation. But when he discovers the 2 students are alive, a gentle relieved smile widens across his face. He clutches my hands and profusely thanks me over and over again. I ask Mr. Konoe to take care of Doryo and Michiho, and then I leave the infirmary. Both of them seem like they're genuinely the real girls. However, why do they still have that mark in the white hair? I mentioned to Yasuoka and Mashita as we're heading out. Really? I didn't see it though, and I doubt they can see it. Yasuoka thinks for a moment. Both of them have been controlled by the departed for a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if traces of the departed still remain on their bodies. I don't like the sound of that at all. Is there anything I can do? Let's see. I guess you should probably not talk to them. Huh? If the departed really was saved and the mark in white hair will if the departed really was saved, the mark in white hair will eventually disappear. But if they meet you, the departed's remnants might stir again. Nothing good will come of that. Your best course of action would be not to meet them. Do you understand? Thank you, Light. This case is over. There's no need for you to talk with them again. Besides, it's not like they know you either. That's true. I wonder what happened that caused this surprising outcome. I have no way of knowing. This is a matter that surpasses human comprehension. I don't really mind not knowing, though. The most important thing is that they're alive and well, even if they have lost their memories. Let's just celebrate that miracle. And there you go. That's The Departed's wedding. With the alternate ending, that is. So, as much as you may like the song, I'm just going to skip that to see if there's any additional scenes. A week has passed since that night. Hello. It's me, Shuji Daimon. How are you feeling, Light? That should be my line. Are you still in K Hospital? No, I was discharged 2 days ago. I've mostly recovered. Mr. Konoe told me some stuff. I thought you might be curious to hear what he had to say, so I just wanted to phone you up and share it with you. No, I just want the check. I trust it's in the mail? Daimon proceeds to tell me what happened at Konoehara Academy after the case. Even though the Departed was now gone, that didn't change the fact that 4 students went missing in a short period of time. Mr. Konoe will resign from his position to take responsibility for the disappearances. It's a shame since this wasn't really his fault, but he doesn't seem to have any regrets. Daimon was also given the first headmaster's journal that a relative of Mr. Konoe found at their home. He said there were some interesting things written in it, so he'd bring it by sometime. And about Doryu and Kinukawa. In the end, the police didn't pursue the case per the wishes of their parents and the school. They've been resting and recuperating in the dorm. They're doing well. They've also been speaking to a counselor, though we haven't seen any particularly unusual behavior. That's a relief. What about the 2 months of memory they lost? They've been diagnosed with memory impairment. They don't remember either of us. That's for the best. If they remember us, that'll only rebuild connections to the Departed. Everything's good as long as they're alive. I understand that feeling now. If only you were a doctor. Daimon. 2 souls who should have been claimed were saved. As a spirit doctor, you should be proud of your work. Thanks. I'll come visit you soon. I still need to hand off the journal. Let's have some drinks. Invite Hiro and Mashita as well. Or not. Catch you later, Light. Knowing those 2 are safe and sound is more than enough for me. I simply hope they're able to enjoy the normal mundane life they led before the Departed shattered their worlds. Who's showing up at my place at this time of night? My computer train with Eita is tomorrow, if I remember correctly. Is it Daimon already? When I open the front door... Michiho and Doryu are standing in front of me. How is this possible? Sorry for visiting you this late. You're Light, right? Thank you for saving us the other day. Oh yeah. What brings you here? There's something we want to ask you. It's about our lost memories. Memories? We heard some things from our friends in the dorm. They said Michio and I were helping you out a lot recently. Is that true? We have no idea since we lost our memory. A slip of the tongue might prove catastrophic here, so I'd opt to stay silent. To tell you the truth, lately there's been this strange feeling lingering in the back of our minds. We wanted to figure out what it was since we think it might have something to do with our memory loss. A strange feeling. Yeah, so like, I've always been into frogs, but out of nowhere I've come to love bugs. And that's weird. Michio touches her butterfly earrings when she says that. This is definitely something caused by remnants of the departed, so our fears were true, it seems. Well, what are you going to do if you regain your memory? What if you learn those missing memories aren't as blissful as you think? Still, we still want them back. I knew it. I can't betray my emotions, but internally I'm smiling wryly. 5 months ago I also went in search of memories that I had lost. I understand their need to know more than they realize. But I can't support their efforts. This is what's best for them and everyone else. Sorry, but there's nothing I can share with you. Besides, doesn't your dorm have a curfew? You'd better go home. We break the curfew all the time, that doesn't bother us. And I also broke the curfew when we were inspecting the M-Town shop. What? What am I saying? Inspecting the M-Town shop? That's... Are memories from when the departed commandeered their bodies slowly resurfacing as they speak with me? This is the worst-case scenario. I can't afford to waste any more time with politeness. I don't feel like talking anymore. Go home, Kinukawa, Doryu. Wait a minute, I feel like I remember something. No, get out of here now! But... just let it go, Michiho! Huh? Shit. Tensions got high in that moment I let something slip. Did you just call me Michiho? Kinukawa. That's not how you speak to me. Call me Michiho. Didn't you promise me that, Mr. Light? Don't tell me. Yes, I remember everything now. I turned into the departed, didn't I? What in the world are you talking about, Michiho? Not just me, but Hime as well. Come on, you remember it too, Hime. The love we had when we were the departed. Love? Doryu. No way. Was I the departed? I remember. Everything, even when we went to the clock tower together. No way. I can't believe how easily they regain their memories as the departed. Defeated and crestfallen, I accept there's nothing more that can be done. It's too late for regrets. That being said, the best way forward now is to support them and try to steer them toward the right path. The girls quietly drink the coffee I brewed for them. It's your second time making us coffee, huh? Brewed coffee really is much better than the instant ones. It's really delicious, Mr. Light. You don't have to call me that. I'm not your teacher anymore. It's a habit I can't seem to shake, even if I was only doing it while I was controlled by the departed. Same. They seem to be a lot more relaxed now. They certainly have an amazing ability to adapt to what life has thrown them, seeing how Michiho just accepted that she was suddenly a bug lover. I guess they must have prepared themselves to roll with whatever they'd learn after regaining their memories. Now, Doryu, Michiho, there's a few things I'd like to ask you, do you mind? Sure, go ahead. You're probably curious about a few things that we can answer, right? Just ask away, don't hesitate. We also want you to know about the departed's memories. We won't have peace of mind unless we do that. How are you two feeling? Same as usual. If anything, I feel much more refreshed now. It feels like the fog in my head has cleared up. I'm worried about this white hair, though. It stands out way too much. You can see it. Yep, same with the mark on Hime's face. I guess it's supposed to be the departed's mark or something. Yeah. Just from piecing things together, the Mayumura sisters had bruises resembling mold all over their bodies, and their hair lost its color as they became more corpse-like. The mark and hair must have originated from the pitiful demise of the two sisters. Damn, this sucks. Hope my hair will go back to normal. Stop complaining, Michiho. It's already a miracle that we're even still alive. Yeah, you're right. How much of the departed's memories can you recall? Not everything. I guess we pretty much remember the most unforgettable moments. So do you still have their painful memories? Yes. But we don't feel any negative emotions from them because you saved their souls. The painful stuff they experienced in the past just feels like a story or movie now. I heave a sigh of relief. If the loathing the brides felt during the wedding ceremony somehow remained in both of them, their psyches would have been crushed under that weight. Except for the painful memories, I still pretty much remember how I felt about some stuff. Like how I love bugs and the departed's love for you. Michiho? There's no point in hiding it anymore, Hime. And it's not like we can do anything about it, because this feeling belongs to the departed. You have a point. You know, this is all thanks to the departed. I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean. You saved the departed's souls. During their final moments, they gave us our bodies back. Okay, but why though? That's something I learned from the departed's memories. It's a pretty strong feeling. They were grateful to you and they wanted you to know it. Like, they really, really wanted you to know it. The departed felt grateful to me. You might find this suspicious, but do you know why we were able to get our lives back? It's because the departed was completely smitten by you, at least that's what I believe. Love created a true miracle. I don't know how to feel about all this. I guess it means that all the struggles I had to go through to act as their husband were worth it in the end. By the time I finish asking all my questions, it's gotten pretty late. Thank you so much for listening to us, Mr. Light, and for the coffee as well. I truly enjoy the rich smell now, as well as the complex bitter notes layered behind the creaminess and sweetness. Such a refined, acquired taste. I'll get you back to your dorm. It's already late. I'll try to talk to your dorm manager about the curfew breaking as well. No need to mind that. Of course we have to, duh. Thank you very much, Mr. Light, and I'm sorry for everything. I have no idea how these memories are going to affect you, so if you start to feel something strange or weird, you make sure to contact me, got it? Understood? I might come here even if I have no business, though. I want to drink your delicious coffee. Jeez. Both Michiho and Doryu were saved. It remains unknown why the departed saved them both, though. Although they said the departed was grateful to me, I doubt that. This is just a hunch, but the departed might have entrusted both their memories and love to those two girls. The dead do not only leave behind resentment, there are also times when their hopes and dreams linger on as well. Even if it was something the departed decided on a whim, it doesn't change the fact that those two girls are alive and breathing. Somehow my actions were able to save lives that were impossible to save. A spirit doctor who saves both the living and the dead. If I can be the light for those who are trapped in darkness, then I will be the spirit doctor, and I will reach out my hand to them. And there you go, the true ending to Spirit Hunter. Volume 3. Deathmark 2. And the departed has finally been entered into the gallery. So I was wondering if the title screen would have changed to reflect this, but A mysterious entity rumored to be hiding in the school. I was called here to look into them and the death notices they sent. Rumors of vengeful spirits and disappearance are terrifying the students. My notes about their identity, background, etc. are in the next section. Note 1. The departed hid in the school and killed many people to satisfy their unfulfilled desires, formed by the vengeful spirits of innocent girls who were killed during a ritual sacrifice called the Departed's Wedding. Those girls were Mikiko and Michiyo Mayumura, sisters who wished for a happy marriage. The sisters' souls dwelled inside a doll placed in the clock tower until Doryu and Kinukawa entered. They cursed and killed the two, possessed their bodies, and hid in plain sight. They sent death notices and manipulated the spirits to test their groomed candidates. Once I arrived, I became the main candidate. As I passed the tests, they grew even more obsessed with their dear husband, and began devouring spirits to become beautiful. They simply wanted to be loved by the one who caught their eye, and with the wedding held at the clock tower, their wish was finally fulfilled. The departed killed many people, and were willing to kill far more as part of their insane plan. However, their feelings were pure, and they were gravely wronged in their lives. Most importantly, as a final act of thanks, they released Michiho and Doryu. For that, I am grateful to them. If there is a God, I offer a prayer that both of their souls rest in peace. Even if this whole incident was merely fate, I'd still like to end this note with a parting wish for those who have passed. May your stained souls rest in peace. And you can see they're technically considered 2 months old because of their active period. They were incarnated on August 8th. Their occupations, hiding in school. Hobbies, searching for your dear husband. Favorite item, the grass sickle that they used to cut Hanako up. Lines, dear husband, can I bite you? And you're in the way. But they do not have a listed voice actor, or actress in their cases. And then don't forget that if you want to see Kaoru, then do the extra content. But I don't think we ever answered all the questions from Mr. Kokiri. So I have a feeling that's stuff that was cut from the game. Okay, yeah, we do have all the art. Just wanted to verify. But I imagine a lot of people are ecstatic that Mary made an appearance after all. So yeah, I imagine they probably wanted to do one more ghost case, but they probably ran out of money or time, and they had to ship out what they had. So I'm a little worried about the future of the franchise. I really hope there are more, because this is such a rare niche, and they actually do a pretty good job. I think NG was probably the best game they put out to date, and if they do another one of these, I'm just hoping they take out the RNG elements, because it's really, really tedious to choose the right action, fail on a technicality. And I think it was Slitmouth Kashima where I got 4 bad rolls that just wiped me out. Yeah. But going forward, the expensive parts for these games, I believe, are the art and the voice acting. And I mentioned they can probably have the background CG or AI generated. That will be a way to save them money, and then they can use their art asset budget, whatever you want to call it, on characters and very important CGs. That'd be a way to bring the cost down, hopefully allow the series to continue. Some people may be a little bit disappointed, but personally, like, I'd rather have the series continue and be held up a little bit on a crutch. But yeah, that was my most... well... yeah, I guess we can just say it's the most anticipated game I had for this year. I wish there was a little bit more. Definitely feels a little bit on the short side. You have to remember there's 7 chapters, and 4 of them are all about the Departed. It's only chapters 2, 3, and 5. That's Kashima, Hanako, and Kokiri that were unrelated spirits. There was no big Kagasuchi moment or anything, and you don't quite get the atmosphere you had in the office pursuing Killer Peach, so... if you can only play one of the games, I think NG would be the way to go, but if you can support the entire series, it'd probably help keep the thing alive. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we can find another project to keep things going. But I've got nothing else to say, so I may as well duck out now. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.